Happy to be joined now by Brown's second-year offensive lineman, Austin Corbett. And Austin, out there in the pads today with the ones, how do you feel?
Feeling pretty good, You get anytime you get that first day of pads, it's a little chaos for everyone. Everyone's just trying to run around and hit. Kind of always reminds me of the longest yard. When they're getting out there for the pads, they're ready to go, and it's just a fight, right? But today is a little more controlled and more technique involved, so it's good to be out there.
How do you feel just sitting here today compared to where you were a year ago at this time?
I feel a lot more controlled for sure. Able to slow things down, have had more time with the playbook, and getting in here earlier than getting here start of April compared to the draft, and so being able more time, just more comfortable, know what to expect and everything. So it's helped out a lot.
What's something that you kind of have gone through and said, all right, this is what I'm doing well, this is what I need to work on so that I win this starting right guard job?
I think right now, it's just a matter of I haven't been able to play football, true football, physically for a year. To not being on the field last year, which I had a different role, and I embraced that, and that's completely fine. But now I got to get back to used to being a physical football player, and that's who I want to be. That's what I have to do. But at the same time, a very intelligent football player, and I pride myself on that as well.
When you are able to get out there and get physical, like you said, and turn that, because you're such a nice guy. I talked to you out there, you're the nicest guy in the world, but out there you want to be a killer. I remember interviewing right after you got drafted. How do you flip that switch and get back into that mode?
It comes with just playing football your whole life, right? You understand you have a job to do, and at every level that you move up in football, those guys across from you are going to get significantly better as well. And so you got to step your game up even more, knowing if you're off even by a little bit, they're going to beat you. And so I think it's just knowing that it turns into how big of a competitor are you? Are you willing to lose right now? Because if you are, then sure. But it'll happen quickly. But you're going to step up to that plate, and you're going to make sure that you're taking care of the backfield at all times.
A lot of people have talked about the defensive line, the addition, obviously, of Sheldon Richardson, Olivier Vernon to that defensive line. You've gotten to go on the inside with Sheldon and Larry. What do you think of this defensive line, and what, learning from a veteran going against a guy like Sheldon, how's that helped you?
No, it's been great so far, and he's just been around for so long, and he's so smart. Being able to talk to him and being able to learn, okay, what am I doing that helps you beat me, or what are you seeing from me or other guys, to where I can learn from them as well. And even when Olivier comes in on the inside, okay, that's a great rusher. He's just tremendous flexibility, and so you're ready for that. And so just those four guys up front, you put them in any order you want, it's going to be a tough look, and they're getting things put together, and it's going to be scary.
So you think about last year, you come into the league, you played left tackle your whole career at Nevada. You play a little bit out there initially, then they have you at left guard. You also get reps at center, which you're doing again this year. But last year, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, I don't remember you being on the right side too often.
No, not often at all.
Okay. So they say it's like you have to learn how to walk again, learn how to dance again. It's kind of a complete reversal. How's that transition going for you on the right side?
Yeah, it's definitely it was a little slow in the OTAs. I kind of went back right before camp started and I was just looking through all the plays from OTAs, and I just remember those first couple of days looking at my pass sets. It's like, wow, that was not very good. And so you're really just changing your whole weight around to getting everything weighted differently, and 100%. You got to be able to flip your brain over. And the way that I was thinking of numbers, at the left side, now I have to flip that opposite, and I still catch myself like, oh, this is what okay, well, no. The right side, just because my brain is just initially wired to what is the left tackle doing. And so just being able to transition there, I'm getting a lot more comfortable now, and being here in training camp and just going back to back where, OTAs you go, and then you have a long weekend. And so now it's been able to put it together quickly.
And you're between two good veterans, J.C. Treader, obviously, and Chris Hubbard. How's that that group? Because they say it's all about chemistry, communication, sometimes unspoken communication, and that trust. How's that coming along?
No, it's great. That's why we sit the way we do in a meeting room, so we can talk amongst ourselves. How would you do this? What are you thinking here? Okay, what do you need from me here on this set? Blah, blah, blah. And so just being able between those two guys with so much playing experience, it just makes my job easy. That they know what it's like in the game. They know what to expect or how they're going to do things. And so I just conform to them because it's going to work. They've been doing it so long.
What do you think of Freddy Kitchens and just kind of now his first year as the head coach, his kind of approach to everything? We saw today, look, he said, I have no times for shenanigans, and he's been saying kind of all along, we need to learn how to practice better, and if we're not, obviously there are going to be some consequences, and I'm sure you weren't too thrilled to be doing a little running.
No big guys ever throw the run, right? But, as just shown that he's true to his word. Everything he says, he means to the core, and he says that all the time. And that's something we can all get behind, because he's not going to put something out there that's not true. And so just to be able to see that today, that's truly, it means a lot that, okay, we're here. We're getting ready to roll. We don't have time for all this. We got games here soon. It's going to be here before we know it. We got a limited amount of chances here in training camp, so we got to take advantage, and wasting time like that, it's not going to help.
James Campen's obviously a lot of people are excited when he came to this organization. You get an opportunity to work with him in this offensive line room. What's kind of that experience been like, and what has he been able to kind of bring to the table? I know JC was so pumped when he came in, having worked with him in Green Bay before.
Yeah, I know that was JC, looking around that market, he was like, oh, like, hey, this guy's out there. Let's try to, like, I mean, as much power as JC had, but
apparently he's got some.
Yeah, I guess, right? So he was really high on him, and as soon as we signed him, JC just couldn't say nothing but great things, and we were kind of all kind of making fun of JC, like, oh, you're going to be the one guy who likes him, and then we all hate him. But no, it's been really awesome, and Coach Campen's just done a phenomenal job, and he come in here and just he made it so easy to transition and being able to just take things that we learned this year. Okay, it's like, well, that's how you said it. Now this is how I'm saying it, and we can keep moving. And so it wasn't like a huge change that he's, we're able to learn, change the lingo up, and just progress. And he just has a way of putting everything that makes it very simple and easy, especially for new guys, that we're able to move on quickly.
Austin, thanks so much for the time. Best of luck to you, and excited to see you get out there, get physical, and in a few weeks get to beat up some other people, not just guys wearing orange and brown.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the fun part, right? Thank you.